Hello boys, Yoshi here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Super Mario 3D All-Stars 100%, collecting every star and shine in the game. Currently on Super Mario Sunshine with 22 shines of 120 that we need to attain, and we left off in the middle of Bianco Hills trying to finish off the shines here. After collecting every shine in Pinna Park, though, we technically didn't finish it off because there are some blue coins to collect. The way I'm going to deal with that is I'm going to skip each level naturally, and then I'll use a guide to figure out where the other stuff is, but... Anyways, for this first part, we need to get Yoshi again, and getting Yoshi could be a little bit more difficult in this one, simply because of the hats that half of the throat cannot even be transferred past a certain point. Oh, and there's also some enemies in the away area, but they're not going to last long because we are going to technically try and deal with them using our stuff. So in case you're wondering, yes, to get the fruit across this area, we need to either jump on this log or jump up or throw it across, one of the two. I'm going to go ahead and actually throw it once just to see if it'll get to Yoshi directly. When you throw a fruit, it goes all around crazy, and wow, it actually went straight to Yoshi. That was cool. There are much cooler throws you could do, but that in particular helps out a lot. So if we remember from the previous video, Yoshi is unable to step in water, so we need to find our own ways to cross each of the individual gaps, and the gap in this case actually comes very early on, at particularly the beginning of the stage. And Yoshi cannot also class tightropes either. If we can potentially hit those enemies, we can cause them to drop, to pretty much disappear from existence, which is what I'm trying to do, except I haven't been able to do much here. Okay, we got back up there at least. You can't get too close to them either. So if Yoshi attacks an enemy and hits it with juice, they disappear and turn into a platform, and you're and before we get the next few coins, we want to try our best to defeat the enemies by using this method. If we do not kill them, it can be particularly hard to get them back. And just like before, all this has to be done while also dealing with Yoshi's juice meter effectively. Okay, so that gets rid of all those enemies, so now we don't have to deal with them. To get the rest of the coins, we have to essentially knock this beehive down. Run around, collect some of the coins, and then periodically move around. And the best way of dealing with this is to just constantly have the bees attempt to attack us. And once we collect all the coins for them, that's really important. This is what we need Yoshi for, by the way. He's the only one that can defeat bees, so yeah, it can be rather annoying. You can actually get quite a couple of bees early if you are good enough. But you have to be careful, because if you don't aren't careful, they may hit Mario, and if you get hit by any of them, it can get particularly annoying. Probably the safest way of dealing with this is to just deal with them a little bit at a time, and while they chase you, you essentially have to get them at... And by the way, if you do not kill all of them right away, it can get really tough. Oh, come on. The worst part is when you try and go for fast HUD strategies and just end up getting kicked off immediately. The hitboxes on these guys, as you can see, are very awkward. Best way of dealing with them is if you do a flutter jump in the midair, as you saw from before. Attack them, you can get a lot of them in midair, and this is where most of your coins are going to come from, by the way. This one blue coin set in particular. Once you finally kill the last one, a blue coin will appear. Again, only Yoshi can pick up this blue coin. I do want to continue on a little bit further, so to make sure that we at least spawn the shine, we're going to start by getting off of Yoshi here and just manually swimming over here, which is also where one of the red coins are located. Collect 100 from here, and the shine spawns. And it's here where I'm going to show off a special animation where if Yoshi actually picks up a shine, or you pick up the shine while you're on Yoshi, the animation is slightly different, so for sure we'll try and deal with that. Strangely, the beehives respawned there. I actually didn't know they could do that. Now, Yoshi on his own cannot get to it really easily, so we'll have to make use of our triple jump to actually get up there. If you try and do a normal spin jump, it almost never reaches quite as far when you have Yoshi on. Okay, there we go. So after doing quite a couple of spin jumps, we could use Yoshi to get up top. You can see, compared to his regular jump, it gets really slow. Oh, jeez, I barely made it. So yeah, they kind of dance together when you get a shine like that, which is a cool thing I wanted to show off. But anyways, that is one of the only 100 coin missions I know how to do effectively, because that one's a little bit more obvious than the others. You obviously can only get it during the 8th coin mission. Otherwise, things get kind of trolly. Unfortunately, that is not the end of our troubles in Bianca Hills. We still have to collect the coins, and now we have to go for 2 of some of the harder blue coins in the game. By the way, if you are trying to do one of these sheds, normally the game intends that you have the rocket nozzle unlocked, which is a secret nozzle we haven't really talked about much, but the rocket nozzle is essentially one of Fled's extra nozzles that could spawn randomly in crates, and you have to essentially go to one of those spots in order to pick it up. Oh yeah, that's right, I completely forgot that I didn't spin these around at all. Right over there is where we have to get to. You're required to use the rocket nozzle to get over there. I'm surprised this red coin hasn't been collected. Oh wait, no, that's because that's different. Again, all the blue coins will appear immediately. Some of them are in interesting locations. Both of these actually normally intend you to use the rocket nozzle to clear it, but there is actually a ways to get around that. Alright. Well, we got that blue coin. Just bounced off the dude there. Okay, well, now we have to find a secret way to get back up to that area that was there before. Also, we forgot that butterfly, so I guess we may as well get Yoshi again and go get it. It could be... Because I am new to this game, I have a lot of trouble remembering things, particularly where or not I got all the blue coins or not. But anyways, head up to this area on the secret area. Holy crap, we're out of water, really? I went through all that just to find out that I'm out of water, basically. Well, that's fun, because we have to waste time refilling here before we can do that. Because we definitely don't want to run out of water at the wrong time, otherwise bad things happen. And I mean, like, really bad things, like so much death and then other stuff. It's just bad. Okay. And yes, in case you're wondering, that cloud area you just saw there all houses a blue coin, and that's where I mentioned it was going to be pretty difficult. There's also another one on top, not quite as annoying, but definitely annoying. So essentially, to get to this one, you have to complete an auto-scorer of some sorts. You have to get on the clouds. It's also not necessarily clear how you're supposed to get onto it, so I'm gonna just backflip, get on that one, and hope for the best. Get on at least both of them, so I could get to this part. And spray the water over here, we get a blue coin. Now, at least if we die down the pit, we don't have to worry about getting it again. Because that's a good thing. Once a blue coin disappears, by picking it up, you'll never have to get it again, which is probably the best part, so yeah. So that means the only painful part will come if you die before it, because then you would have to do all that again. Now, of course, that's not the end of our brute coin problems, because there's still a couple that I know about. The first one we'll get is up here, but I'm having troubles getting to it. So we have to do some pole jumps to get up to where where we can actually get up top. There we go, we got that blue coin. Again, at any point you can check your map, and if you end up having 30 by the time you check a map, or like 29 when you know where one of the other blue coins is, that's when you know that you are done with an area, because each area can only house up to 30 blue coins at once. Now, I'm doing these in the first level, by the way, because obviously I do want to get this first. Now, we won't actually see many swimming mechanics for a while, but later on in the game, there are more swimming mechanics that can happen. Yeah. And you can see there, this area could be rather difficult to deal with, because a lot of the coins, in particular, are blocked by the fact that you cannot, even get a lot of the yellow coins unless you have Yoshi, so if you want to do the 100 coins, make sure to do this after you unlock Yoshi, which is why we went to Pinna Park so early on in the game, because technically the speedrun strategy is to just get to there as soon as possible, because once you can get there, you can then clear another shine, which is known as just catching Yoshi, Shadow Mario's Yoshi, to then do that, and then once you befriend Yoshi for the first time, you actually unlock him in all the worlds. That's probably the most important upgrade to go for, because obviously it could be kind of difficult. Very strange, by the way. We just went through all that, and No, a good coin just vanished into thin air. Well, that's probably because it's not actually in that area. Oh, speaking of which, there is actually a rocket nozzle here. It's just that not all the spots for it are opened up yet. Maybe you just have to find each of these normally. Alright. So now we finally get our actual different nozzle. Getting rid of a nozzle removes the safety of the hover nozzle, unfortunately, but also gives you different abilities based off of what you have. Okay, that cloud did not get me, thankfully. So the entirety of this red coin shine, in case you hadn't already noticed, takes place in this area, and it's not the easiest because there's tons of winds everywhere that do stuff. I call it the wind because, yeah, it's more like a tornado, but I call it the wind just because that's what everyone else calls it. Yeah, of course. Okay, well that doesn't refill that, but that's fine. I got the nozzle I needed, so I may as well go for the spot that I want. So yes, contrary to popular belief, you don't actually unlock the rocket nozzle at all the areas by getting the initial spots. You have to find it throughout each of the areas and unlock it, and then after you've unlocked it once, you can do other stuff. And the rocket nozzle makes you blast up into the air, and that could be combined with a ground pound to cause some pretty devastating effects. It's particularly useful to, there are certain spots in the area that can only be pounded via the rocket nozzle. So, yeah. The most obnoxious thing about it is you sacrifice your regular nozzle for essentially a much higher jump, which is about it. And that's about it, really. Now, there are ways to get back. I'll probably be using the rocket nozzle to get back to certain spots. I really wanted to kill this guy, so we're definitely going to try and kill him again. There we go. Okay, we got a blue coin there. Nice. So the one we're going for is all the way at the top of this cliff area right here. We'll collect the red coin while we're here. And you can see there's lots of combinations we could do. Let's attempt one right now. If I could actually get a Mario up to a higher spot. Yeah, it didn't work. I was going to use his rocket nozzle while in the air, because you could definitely do that. Okay. Fine, then. Whatever you want. I'll take the slow way. At the top of this area is another blue coin, which is why I came all this way here for the beginning, is to get this blue coin. So we come all the way to this lonely island to find that there's an enemy that we can defeat. By stomping on that, we get probably one of the most hidden blue coins in the game. The other hidden one, I believe, is even farther away on the right side. And if you go to the left is where you can figure out how many blue coins you have. So we still have quite a bit to go, actually. Alright. I knew it. I knew there was a blue coin hiding there. I guess now that we have it, we may as well use the rocket nozzle to unlock the turbo nozzle, but we'll exchange it pretty quickly. Alright, the turbo nozzle. Turbo nozzle is essentially sort of the speedrun nozzle of this game. You use it and you can charge on the water really quickly, and it's your quick way of actually dealing with water. It's the reflections, I just know it. And you can keep on going through a lot of spots and use it to get to higher ground, but it's not necessarily the best by any means, because just like the previous nozzle, we sacrifice our hover nozzle to actually get to it. So in order to actually get back the nozzle we want, we have to find that in the level, pick that up, and then immediately pick up another one again. And we still have quite a few more blue coins to go through, so yeah. I'm just gonna... I haven't been doing this pretty fast, by the way, because obviously it could take a while to do stuff. But yeah. And again, some of the shines are only shines and stuff that you can get. So yeah. So essentially, once you've collected one of the other nozzles, you can essentially swap between them by picking up other ones. So to get the other nozzle back, we need to use that to get that. And I am still not doing stuff really well. At the very least, let's pick up these red coins, which are in the ground, which we can pick up. So I could eventually finish those. Jump off this wall. Some of the secrets can be entered in multiple ways, but most of the time... There's another blue coin. See, I'm telling you, there's lots of spots with them. Okay, I'm gonna use this spot to figure out what Yoshi's fruit is a little bit quicker, as I do need to get that again, because I've missed a butterfly in one of the spots. I found it, in the central section, so we have to go all the way back here to get that. Usually you try and do all the Yoshi stuff in one spot. Okay, it's coconut. Oh, jeez. If the camera could actually scroll to the way it wants me to. There we go. Finally. We're gonna have to throw this one in the midair as well. It'll bounce in one shot, and if it lands in the water, you have to go back to its spawn location to get it back. We can also throw it without dealing with that, but it won't go as far. Okay, that didn't work, so let's throw it here instead. Nope, straight into the water. So now you see that not only does Yoshi disappear when he falls into water, but so does the fruit. But that is more normal. Yoshi disappearing when he falls into water doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless he is the fruit. Get it? Okay, well, let's be honest. Nobody really knows why it happens. Okay, I'm gonna do the throw strategy this time, because it goes super far away, so it should at least stay in one of the spots here. As long as we pick it up, we can get it. Again, it went straight to Yoshi. Really, really nice foods. Yeah. By the way, this is one of the only games where Yoshi is not green, technically. He's several other things, but he's not green in this, which is kind of strange. But yeah. It's kind of funny how my name is Yoshi, and despite going for all of this, this is the only 3D game that has Yoshi, and his actual use of it is pretty pathetic. In fact, I'm so annoyed about it, I've been thinking about maybe creating a fan game someday for this game. Well, there's already a lot of fan games, but there's one particular I want to create that actually has Yoshi as the main character. Essentially, I've been trying to think about it a lot, but probably the biggest wonder in this game is, since Mario goes into jail right away, I was always wondering what would have happened if they actually did not get him out of jail. Like, what would happen? And that's where Yoshi comes in. So my idea is Mario actually gets trapped into jail, and this time it's up to Yoshi to rescue him. And you can only rescue him midway through Pinna. The same time you recruit Yoshi normally in this game. Oh wow, I didn't know that could happen. Well, this collision's kind of janky. I just went straight through that. Ugh. Welp, okay then. I don't want to keep Yoshi for too long, so I am probably going to let him go after a little bit. I'm just looking around to see that there isn't any extra stuff. Well, okay, doesn't look like it. So, we're going to use him, get off him, and just get off to here. Yeah, I wanted to use him to get that butterfly that I missed. Because all the blue butterflies will have one spot that you can do. Okay. Back to collecting all the red coins in this area. Remember the last time we collected red coins? Yeah, I remember that, because we were not really doing much for a while, because we were literally just going around, collecting the stuff, and that's about it. We didn't really get anything other than just the normal strategies. Well, I think it's time we've waited long enough. Time to actually do the shine in the properly intended manner, which, as far as I know, can be done with any nozzle, but intends you to use the rocket nozzle because you can use it in mix with other nozzles to get to some of the other areas a little bit quicker. Particularly good combo is to just immediately jump with anything. In particular, can take you to a lot of the coins rather quickly. But yeah. So yes, to finish off the rest of the shine, we essentially have to get all 8 of the red coins again, but this time they're a bit more difficult to actually come across. Finally got onto this one. Of course he hits me even though I'm very far up. I was wondering when that would happen, by the way. Could I please? Okay. If you do not have the rocket nozzle, it can take a very long time to get back to certain spots again. Okay. Attempt number 2, I tried to collect the simple red coin. Okay, he hit me, but I actually stayed on this time. That's improvement. Okay, now where's the last one? I don't know where a lot of them are, so... Oh my gosh. Same thing hit me twice there. Oh, more wind. Yeah, I'm not gonna even deal with that. Let's just dive over here and try and figure out where it is. This is where, the right stick would definitely come into play here. So you can look out. There it is, all the way at the top, apparently. The rocket nozzle is probably my funnest nozzle in this game because it could be combined with so many tricks to just go very high very quickly. Like, your height just gets ridiculous from this, and there's lots of skips that are useful with it. That are not really speedrun skips, but just ways you can get straight to certain spots. I just interrupted on accident there. Okay, I'm not getting this correctly, by the way. There we go. Oh, and then I just fell off again. I'm an idiot. I keep on getting so close and then falling off. Can I just actually get up top of here? Yeah, at the very least land on something so I can figure out where to go. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere right now. I'm gonna go here and look for the vantage point. Only 3 blue coins left, so we've gotten most of them, but not all of them. Okay. Oh. It is in there, I just been missing it so badly. So I was right next to it the entire time, and I just happened to miss it. And yes, the biggest problem with this nozzle is, while it is fun for getting to some of the spots early, if you actually fail to get to the spot you want to be in, then instead of doing the normal strategy where you'll get to the top. Hey, and it'll become, you'll just fall and it'll be kind of annoying. Ugh. It would really help if a wind just chooses not to spawn here. Oh, I nearly had it that time. I think I finally figured out the strategy for it, but... yeah. And yes, this is one of the longest shines of the game for several reasons. One, once again, I've never done the shine before, so obviously I do not know how to do it fast in terms of muscle memory. And also, come on, I did not even want to do that. Mario just happened to get in the wrong spot there. Come on. Ugh. Sheesh, now I'm having trouble even staying on the bridge. This is the tilt right now. I cannot get this last red coin. It's like literally impossible for me to get it for some reason. And every time I get close to it, I just freaking fall down. Could I please actually get this? This is the spot that people come out, but I just want to prove that it's my first time, and for that reason, I am not cutting out anything. So yeah, you get to see all these fails live, and man, there are a lot of them. This isn't even a hard shine to avoid dying on. It's just so annoying because I keep on falling down and having to climb back up. It would help if I could actually just nail the trick that I want. And thank gosh, finally. And then there's this wind to deal with on top of all that. Okay. It's not come back yet. Let's figure out where this coin is so we can finally deal with this. Yeah, see, it was right there. I didn't see it because I thought, I'm just gonna bounce until I get... there we go, finally. the shine appears. That should have been done a lot quicker than it took, but yeah. Now there is another shine, I believe, somewhere else, but again, memory kind of exceeds me right now, so let's start by actually picking up the shine that we found first. And just like before, we'll get all of the shines in this area to finish it off. So the only thing we'll need to get is blue coins. I am not timing this correctly. I know I could get this. There we go, we finally dived correctly. Water was just about to run out too. Well, anyway. There are quite a few shines in particular that are really strange the way they actually work. I believe it's either this area or a different area, but there are shines that'll randomly be hidden in walls sometimes. And if you spray the stars right next to them, you can actually trigger full shines to appear. Yeah, that is a thing that can happen. So I'm actually going to try and do that right now, because I think there's one spot in particular I remember. Even if I don't get it correctly, I could just go into one of the secrets to finish off. So far, the shines I remember are obviously, there's the 8 variable shines, and then there's the secret hidden shines, which I know there's always 100 coin shine and one regular shine to get. Okay. I think right at the top of one of these platforms is where I go, and then I spray the right to reveal a shine of some sorts. I can't actually remember it, but anyways, I'm not gonna actually do that at all. I'm probably just gonna head straight to the secrets, and then head into other levels just so I can make better use of my time. You can defeat the wind, by the way, by using water, but it's very long and tedious. So we'll go into the secret instead. Alright, time for the first secret. The earliest secret you could do in the game. Okay, I'm just making sure that there's nothing hiding. This shine is where things get a little bit difficult. The stars you see on the right, that's where we have to go to for some of the red coins. Okay. These stars, as you can see, can only be gotten to by using your hover nozzle, which is where things get kind of difficult. Also, I need to go a little bit faster than this. Whoa! Whoa! Jeez! That pretty much killed me from the beginning as soon as that appeared. And yes, all these secrets can be rather difficult. So yeah, both the normal secrets and the red coin secrets are kind of difficult if you don't know what to do. So I'm gonna actually kind of do it in a speedrun strategy, sort of. Except I've missed this second coin. See, I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I went too early, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I almost never do the fast strategies on this. Because, yeah. I just die when I do that. It would help if I could actually get through this a little bit quicker and not get ledge grabs, because those are really slow. Okay, well, I'm gonna get that one slow. And then instead of going to the left, I'm gonna head directly to this spot and get those coins out of the way. And then go to this spot. Okay, at the very least, we spawned the sign, so now the hard part, we actually have to get to it. That's the part I'm really wondering if I'm able to do it properly. Yo! Had to use a dive there. That could have ended really scary. Okay, no reason to risk that after spawning a shine, because you can die after spawning it too. So we'll get that out of the way and move on to our other secret, which is technically the harder secret in general, but maybe easier to do the secret. I don't know. So far, regardless of what secret's been where, it's been pretty difficult. Now, in case you didn't already notice, Delphia Plaza is supposed to be daytime, but it's dark because of all the stuff Shadow Mario has done. So yeah, in order to actually get it back to normal, we have to collect every single shine in the game, or at least 50. Doing so will then trigger our plaza to actually be a little bit more sunlighty. Although it is daytime in Plaza, there's not a lot of stuff going on because of the fact that we can't get to half of it. Anyways, this is the last secret shine that I know of, so we'll get this and then head for Riku Harbor for our last part. Again, I want to try my best to clear all of the regular levels as fast as I can, because those are probably going to be where I could pick up a lot of time by just collecting all the shines and stuff. Great, I might actually need the rocket nozzle to get up here without the normal strats. Yeah, okay, I'm silly for doing that. Oh, wait, no, wait, maybe not. This guy can actually give you a good bounce, so I have a chance. If he will stop. There we go. So that guy gives you a very big bounce, and if you use it strategically, you can actually skip the second shine. It's not even a glitch, you could just do that normally. And now get you way past it. And there's even other ways you could skip it too. Anyway, as with all the red coin shines, we first need to check where all of them are located. Oh! Well, that's a classic fail there. We're completely forgetting to switch to the higher nozzle. And then going to it only to find out that you haven't put it out. Can I actually pound this, please? Thank you. And the biggest problem I'm wondering about is if there'll be one hiding on the left. Okay, I am gonna try and skip this because actually dealing with this normally can take a lot of time. Alright. We'll check to the left to see if we missed anything. Okay, doesn't look like it, which is good. We'll probably try and use this secret to farm extra lives if we need it later, which can be done forever easy. All you do is collect them and either die, or you can exit area to get double the effect. Okay, starting with this one. This is where you can kind of start cheesing it, because normally the thing's supposed to flip you off, but if you use the hover nozzle, you can set up that flip, meaning you can essentially do whatever you want. Okay, I'm gonna rush over to this one as soon as possible, but then I have to get off it to deal with that. Well, this kicked me off. No, oh, but then I did that. This one, out of all the other ones that I mentioned, is one where you'll probably die regularly. So, yeah, in addition to collecting all the red coins, you also have to get to the shy, which I just demonstrated as a fail, of course. Okay, once you actually know where all the red coins are, it goes a lot quicker, because then you know that to slow down for those sections. Okay, so for all the lives I lost, I'm going to collect both hidden lives here. And then, do the skip. The skip is way easier using that, because when you don't have FUD, you have to do a pretty precise, I believe it's spin kick jump or something, where you spin Mario to get a lot of height. And, we've missed that coin. That is bad. I'm just gonna collect the life and take a death. That's literally a death and a half there. Because there's almost no way you can get through that and die. And actually, get through it after that. So yeah, we just killed ourselves by missing that coin, which is not fun. This is why I hate this secret so much. It's hard to do optimally, hard to do fast, and there's lots of ways you could still die for it. I initially thought they were easy because the way the speedrun goes, everybody usually dies on the regular secret first, and then once they get to the red coin secret, it's much easier, but for this one in particular, and a couple of others, there are still a particular annoying ones, and wow. Okay, this one we can save, but is very terrible, because now we have to wait for the block to get back. Man, fails just keep on appearing. Probably dead again. Because again, we have to get that block to get up top of there. We cannot go up without that block. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. It's taking way too long. And I guess now you see why I absolutely hate this game and why I think it's one of my least favorite Mario games, like why I like Mario Galaxy more, just because I can never do these secrets properly. I've almost never done one of them. In fact, I think I've only done a couple without dying. Like, this isn't even the hard part. This is just the red coin shy. Well, yeah, it can be easy to do our stuff, but that wasn't even the hard part I failed on. Getting through the secret normally is much easier normally. I just happen to fail because of that. And these shines in particular are the only reason why I hate this game, because you just make one big move and you instantly die, and then just things just go all out crazy from there. It's just terrible. Like, ugh. Man. This isn't even the hard version of it. There's way harder versions of this. And yet I'm failing on slightly... Well, I'm not going to consider it easy anymore, because it seems almost just as hard as the regular secret, just because of the fact that you have to get red coins now. So that means you both have to survive the regular secret and get the coins in a timely manner to avoid dying. Ugh. I did not want to do that, please. Come on! Excuse me. Okay, at the very least I'm gonna spawn the sign this time, but please let me not do this. And just like the other ones, we of course did really well on our first attempt. We came so close to our first attempt, but then we messed up at the very end, which just caused us to die, and then things just got all chaos. There we go, we finally got it. Jeez. I think that took at least over 20 minutes to get because I was being an idiot. And that's the proof that I've not beaten this game. So, technically that was my first time ever doing that shine properly. And also, now we have a nozzle to get, so we'll go ahead and catch Xiao Mario for the purposes of casual playthroughs, because why not? So Xiao Mario has a turbo nozzle or rocket nozzle in hand, and we have to catch him to get it back. It's not actually required to catch him in this version to complete the game this time, since if you're doing any percent, you could just go for the levels and completely ignore them. Okay, now I've completely lost him. He went through, jumped a couple of shots, and then just mysteriously vanished into thin air. Oh, That's guy. He went all the way up through there. There we go. We got him. Now, the Turbo Nozzle does unlock quite a few things in Delfino Plaza. Particularly allows you to get some blue coins that you did not get before. And also, I believe, ungraze all of the levels as a result. Okay. Well. Man. I'm not gonna lie. That... One secret took me way too long, so let's hope we can do stuff better in Rico Harbor. And this one is a little bit more difficult than the last level, because, well, there's more stuff that could happen. While you may not be able to die in this particular Shine, it's very likely that you'll die in either Shine 2 or Shine 5 in particular. It could be annoying. Okay, Rico Harbor, I know for sure in particular, has quite a few blue coins in its first episode that can only be gotten through a couple of other means. So we'll start by just trying our best to collect as many as we can. And yes, if you go to any other episode, the M's or whatever will not be there. Okay. Got one. So yeah, before I do anything, I want to make sure that I get as many blue coins as I can. Hang on. Okay. Again, a lot of these special things can only be picked up in the first episode, so that's what we're trying to deal with right now. Okay. This one in particular, there's quite a few coins that could be missed if you're not with figuring out where they are. Guy's really wants to attack me right now, eh? Well, we escaped, so that's fine. Oh, there's a secret here. Oh, wow. Now, a lot of secret jump spots are blocked by X's, so you have to break them before you can do anything, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. Alright. There's quite a few intended strategies to get to to the next spot where we need to get our shine, but for now, we're going to just try and get up top here so that we can figure out what to do from there. So we'll start with actually getting up top here and unlocking all the stuff, which is simplest to do by heading up to the top here and then breaking every single box in the way to get to stuff like that. And for destroying all of these, you get access to the areas. And we want to get all of them unlocked as soon as possible. Destroying this in particular, and a couple of other ones, actually allows the X to be collected, because until we do this, the X cannot actually be collected in terms of a blue coin, but by doing this, we essentially unlock the ability for an X to be collected as a blue coin, so from there we can kind of just destroy the stuff, and that's it. Okay, I'm not done yet, though. There's quite a few coins I want to get still, and I'll start by getting up here. While there are quite a few other ways to get around, the safest way of getting around really quick is through the scissors, because you can get to it rather quickly. But yeah, getting through most of the level requires access to this individual area. Great, I'm not gonna get over here within the line I have, right? Probably not. Unless I somehow find a way to... No. Okay, well that automatically is canceled out anyway. Well, we'll fall into the water now, I guess. Okay, there we go. That's the one in particular I wanted to collect. I think most of the ones that you cannot collect in episode 2 are mainly the ones where you have to collect the M's, because those first few M's, they only appear in episode 1. If you don't get them now, you will be able to get them later. Okay, well, I need to figure out how to actually do this, so let's go for the tunnel coins next, and then we'll probably finish off this one by defeating Gooper Broper, because I do want to stop on a good end and then do other stuff. In fact, I only have 1 minute to do it, so I need to be a little bit more quicker than this. Okay, so we've destroyed more than 50% of the ground, and now we can actually get through the sewers. This is the problem I wondered about. Did I actually pound this out? I don't think I did. Even if so, there's one right next here, so I'm not too worried. Okay. Okay, I got that one at least. So the true secret actually comes within this area. So how do you get the X? You can't really get it normally. Instead, what you have to do, or at least you're intended to do this for the first time, but we can skip this, so we'll actually do a slide instead to get through that. But yeah, that's how you get to it normally. To get through it the other intended way is almost impossible. You essentially have to get it from here. So I'm gonna spray this through as far away as possible to cause this to appear, and then we're gonna go into the underground and very quickly slide over to the other one, which you could do by doing this. And you slide over to exactly where the rain is, which can take a while to get out, by the way. And then once you do that, you get that one. You can do this for both shines, but it's recommended to only do this for the first one. This is probably the most difficult of the blue coins of this section to get, because it's on a very strict timer, and there's also some enemies that'll just straight up prevent you from doing anything. Like, you see how fast that despawns? It's pretty trolly, to say the least. I do not want to leave without it, though, for sure, so we're gonna make sure that we get it done on this shrine. But yeah. Oh, and we still need the M in this spot. Oh, we'll go ahead and get those now. Okay, that's that one. Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. I'll get it from here if you ask me. Alright. I'm gonna do the hour strategy from the looks of it, because the strategy I'm trying to do is not working really well. Oh, come on. There we go. It's taking forever to spawn the blue coin. Please. Ugh, yeah, that's probably not even close to being quick enough. This is the ultimate part, by the way, when you find out that you're not a speedrunner until you can actually get this coin, because, yeah. Oh, and it got interrupted again. Any bonk will instantly end the run, by the way. You essentially cannot bonk anywhere, otherwise stuff will happen. Okay, come on, man. This is 1X I got stuck on as a kid, and I'm also still stuck on it. Hey, yes, finally. It's about time, man. That's probably the most precise one out of all of them. I swear, I feel like they could have very well made the thing that. Now, there are many ways to get to Ooper Ooper. There's actually an even slower way, but, the tunnels are probably the safest way to get, and there's quite a few other different strategies you can get. But now we actually have to take care of them, which we make use of our Y to do, by the way. And this triggers an cutscene where we have to defeat Ooper Ooper. Alright. Now we have to take out Ooper Ooper. So the strategy here... Okay, well, that's not working out well. I am going to be attempting to do the skip, by the way, because... there's a way you could essentially trick them into, So, yeah, what I was trying to do is a sort of a skip, sort of. You don't actually have to pull out all of his tentacles. The game intends you to pull out all the tentacles, but you can actually deal with them without doing that. Just make sure you, destroy all of those things as fast as possible. Also, I am suddenly low on life because of all the which I've been just randomly taking from him. I hate that. I don't want to die to him, so we're gonna have to collect all the coins here. So yeah, if you go too fast, his other tentacles will grab you. If you go too slow, something else will have you. It's just really annoying. You have to figure out exactly how you're supposed to do this. There is technically a way to skip both phases, but it's kind of precise to get. There we go. After all of that, I finally just went for it and got it. Again, I haven't faced him in a while, so that's another problem that makes it super annoying to fight. Alright, we defeated him. Got a shine, and now I can finally add this SL. Holy crap. This is only 27 shines in, by the way, and there's even harder shines in this game. I am definitely not looking forward to the later levels where things will get even more difficult than they already are. Well, I'm gonna at least save here. You can save anytime you want. But anyways, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll start looking for how I can collect the blue coins that I missed, because I really do not like level not having all its blue coins, so I'm obviously going to use a guide to figure out where the remaining ones are. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!